In Shalom Markings, Rakam Makapash, Jim Stone, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemi Awashai, Bashem Vachach. I want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom at there to the whole full expression of truth in all sincerity. It's like you're right. So I just want to get a couple articles here. You know, pursuant to current climate. I'm going to entitle this one, Esau, we told you Esau would play dirty. All right, and and this is just to start. Dirty underhand tactics are gonna come after this, as he creates his this global reset, this new world, okay, that they're pushing. All right, so I'm just get into it. This is from the Associated Press. It says Dr. Fauci says he hopes that the Food and Drug Administration will begin giving full approval to the CV Max by month's end. The FDA has so far only granted emergency use approval of the Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson Max. All right, so, he's hoping that it's going to get approved officially. Official. Right? Because then what does that mean? Well, one guy mentioned it here on the board here. All right. Uzi. Right? It says then ramp up the mandates. Right? Because that's essentially what they want. Right? Because as it stands, I mean, I think they've already kind of started it, but at the same time, legally and lawfully and all this kind of stuff, I think there's a bit of a grey area going on with that, making like employees and stuff like that, be maxed. But but if it's approved and it's mandated, then that kind of leaves people with fewer legs to stand on, for in terms of not receiving the max. So they'll probably make an announcement soon, but that's what they want to do. They want to get in mind that they want to put it in all these places. Okay, they want to shut people out. Okay, or force them to get on board. All right, and like I said, it's already started to happen. This is from the Market Watch. It says if your employer fires you because you won't get the CV max, don't expect to collect unemployment. Right. So not only are man's being fired from the job, right? If you're fired from the job and you go to collect unemployment benefits or whatever, you won't be getting them, right? And it's going to explain in this article here. So this could lead to tens of thousands of people across the United States without work or access to unemployment benefits because they refuse to get maxed. Unemployment attorney said. So each day, more employers are telling employees that they need to be maxed against CV to work in person or risk being fired. All right, so I'm gonna get another article after this, man. They're attacking all angles, man. All right, because in the next article, not only because he mentions about to work in person, okay, to be in the office or be in the, among customers and that. Basically, not working from home because people have been working from home recently. But those that refuse to come back into the office or be out there in facing roles, basically they're gonna get their money docked if they don't want to come back and they refuse to take max. So they're gonna get their money reduced. Well, that's what they're looking at anyway. So Esau's, like I said, he's doing dirty tactics, right? To marginalize and put people in straits to conform. All right. Anyway, it says here on Thursday, CNN revealed it had fired 3 unmaxed employees who are violating the company's max requirement for in-person workers. According to an internal memo signed by Jeff Zucker, the cable network's president, and obtained by the New York Times. Okay, so CNN already on this train of thought already on doing this, right? It says, unlike millions of Americans who were laid off during the pandemic, the 3 former CNN employees likely won't qualify for unemployment benefits, an employment law expert told MarketWatch. It says in most states, individuals have to prove they're out of work through no fault of their own to collect unemployment benefits. This often means that they are let go due to a lack of work, says Alana Ackles, a labor and employment lawyer. Blah 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 blah. So typically, an employee who is terminated for failing to comply with company policies is not eligible for unemployment benefits, right? So if they get these things mandated and these companies put it as part of their policy, which some have already done, and you refuse, right? Not only are you going to use your job, but you also not be able to claim that income as well. And then not only that, if you continue to refuse and you go to look for another job, you're going to have to find somewhere that hasn't got that policy in place, which that's going to be very, very difficult to come across. I would imagine, given that these businesses are kind of coordinating themselves as one. Maybe individual private owners of certain local businesses might not do that, but these are the type of places that are not going to be around for very much longer. All right. Now this place, this recession is going to mess them up. All right, so they're going to end up closing down on whatever anyway. All right, but so yeah, you're going to find it very difficult to bring in any type of income. Then what? What are your choices then? So Esau's stripping away choice from you, man. You're stripping away options because you can be hard-headed and all this kind of stuff. Because right now, I say hard-headed, not in a bad sense, because you're doing the right thing. But this attitude is easy when you got options or you see there's a viable options that you could possibly do to survive. Now, if Esau takes all those options away from you, then what? He's put you in a straight, man, in a straight path, right? So there is no other options. You either continue on that path and suffer the consequences of not complying with the devil, or you accept the devil's propositions, right? It's like when Satan came to Yahushua and was offering the kingdoms and all this type of stuff, right? Well, Yahushua had an option, right? A better option, but people are not spiritual, don't see those options. When they rely on the carnal, your options are limited, man, because Esau controls the carnal. He controls all these things that you do. All right, so then what do you do? So Esau's playing dirty right now, and he's gonna get dirtier. Right, it's gonna get dirtier, right? So that's the point on that, and let's grab the other article quickly, and then we can jump in. Oh, that article's not even up here. Let me see if I can get it in a minute. But here's another thing that I saw that was posted up, right? This is so people on probation are being threatened, I guess. Yeah, threatened. That's what it is, right? That a person can go to prison if they don't comply with the judge's orders. If he orders you to get maxed, right, he'll make that part of the stipulation, which is crazy. Why does that matter? Right, it says that these 2 judges in Ohio have made receiving CV max a condition of probation, while judges have leeway in setting such rules. It's a murky area, experts said. All right, so that's going on. Let's see if I can find it. Let's pay for working from home. You see what pops up in the news. There we go. So let's just click on this article and see what it's saying, right? It says, we spoke to legal experts to explain your rights to pay when working from home. Can your boss pay you less for working from home? Your rights and what to do. Right. So this is another thing that they're pushing, and it's funny, like, because of this, um, you know, pestilence event that's taken place. Right, they've been able to put all this stuff in place, man. All these legislations and plans and all that. They're just pushing a bunch of shit in. And it's like they, that saying that they have, right? Never let a crisis go to waste, right? It's like that, and because of this particular situation, they're able to do, or they're pushing all this stuff, right? Says workers have been told to make a gradual return to office as CV lockdown restrictions continue to ease. But if you have plans to see you working from home after the pandemic, you may be wondering if your pay would be affected. It comes after an unnamed cabinet minister reportedly suggested that civil servants who won't return to the office could have their pay cut as they don't pay commuting costs. Alright, so they told the Daily Mail that they have had a de facto pay rise, so that is unfair on those who are going to work. Alright, so that's the angle they're coming with, man. The article I was an American, was to do with America. Okay, but obviously it's being spoken about here too. Alright, let's just click on the news tab. There we go. I think this was the one. It says pay cut. Google employees who work from home could lose money. Right, so it's funny that they're attacking the different facets, man. You're thinking, oh yeah, but I'll just stay at home then. If they want to make me do that, I'll just stay at home. I can work from home. Oh yeah, but then this is gonna happen. You're gonna get a pay cut, and then a lot of you will feel like, oh, I can't take the pay cut though. I think one guy says it in this article actually. But he mentioned about how I worked so hard to get the position and the pay rise. I'm not gonna lose money just to stay at home. Yeah, it's down here. All right, so the employee was considering remote work, but decided to keep going to the office despite the 2 hour commute. So my man was traveling 2 hours to get to work. Madness. So it's as high of a pay cut as I got for my most recent promotion. I didn't do all that hard work to get promoted to then take a pay cut, he said. So, these men, the pride and, what they feel is necessity. They need to earn a certain amount of money for X, Y, and Z reasons. A lot of them are going to go back to work, go back to the office and get shot in the arm. Right? All right. So, anyway, from the article here, it says employees based in the same office before the the CV incident. It says could see different changes in pay if they switch to working from home permanently. With long commutes hit harder, according to a company pay calculator seen by Reuters. It is an experiment. Why? Why are they doing it now? Because they had the opportunity to. It seems like the seasons for experiments, right? Right. It says it's an experiment taking place across Silicon Valley, which often sets trends for larger employers. You see, so this is expected to be rolled out at some point to the majority of companies that are out there. I say, a few companies might be exempt, the smaller local businesses and that kind of stuff. Maybe they don't want to do that, but for the most part, you're going to be required to do this. It says Facebook and Twitter also cut pay for remote employees who move to less expensive areas, while smaller companies, including Reddit and Zillow, have shifted to location-agnostic pay models, citing advantages when it comes to hiring, retention, and diversity. They give all these reasons, excuses. Alphabet Incorporated Google. Google stands out in offering employees a calculator that allows them to see the effects of a move. But in practice, some remote employees, especially those who commute from long distances, could experience pay cuts without changing their address. Yeah, Slovakia. Right. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. you know. But like I said, he's using underhand tactics, man, to coerce the people. That's what's happening, all right? And you know, he'll do more. Esau will do more than he's currently doing. All right, so I'm gonna get Revelations 13:11 here. It says, "But I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon." Okay, Esau's, you know, becoming more and more rough, acting more rough, speaking more roughly, you know, because he really wants to get this pushed through. He really wants to create this situation that's going to take place. All right, so he's not going to be nice to you. He wants to push it. He wants to push this agenda. So he's going to do that. He ain't waiting for you. All right, so he's speaking more draconian. Okay, he's speaking more roughly. Okay, while trying to, you know, playing that he's trying to help and doing the best for the people. All right. This is Revelation 12:12. So therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time. So like I said, you know, he's really trying to push this because he's running out of time. You know, he's the one under pressure, really, and you know, he's trying to make it seem like, oh, he's putting the people under pressure. Well, he's not putting us under pressure because we're not the one in that seat right now, right? You know, we know that his time's running out, and yeah, you know, things are gonna get hard for brothers, you know, that are in this, you know, brothers and sisters that are in this. But at the end of the day, he's the one under pressure, you know, and he's gonna break. He's gonna fall under that pressure, man. He's gonna make mistakes, okay? And at the end of the day, you know, Hawashai is gonna disappoint his plans. So, you know, he's rushing to do this thing before the Lord shows up, but inevitably, that's all part of the plan. You know what I mean? He's gonna come, he's gonna rush, he's gonna do things, and he's gonna be destroyed at the end of it. No matter how he slices it, you know, no matter what he does. All right. But we know that he's pressed right now, and he wants to push this through, and this is why he's gonna get agitated. This is why he's gonna become more fierce, more angry, more wrathful, okay, more unfair. Right? And that is what we are witnessing right now. But like I said, it's gonna get worse than this, right? Because when that don't work, he's gonna resort to what he's good at, man. Yeah, and that's the sword. All right, Psalms 58:4 says, "Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adders that stoppeth our ear." Right? So like I said, he's just hell-bent on doing this, man. He ain't prepared to listen to nobody. You know, no one else's concerns and that, because like I said, he's not interested in that. He don't want to hear about none of that. He don't give a shit. All right? He's gonna push this through no matter what. So he ain't trying to listen to nobody. All right, so he which will not hearken unto the voice of charmers never so wisely. So break their teeth, O power, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. Okay, because ultimately the Most High is going to destroy their strength. They destroy their militaries, you know, and Esau's not going to be able to force nothing upon nobody. All right? Because that's what he's trying to do. So, yeah, I wanted to get Revelations 13 and 16, but I wanted to get it here in the blue letter, right? And, because it tells you here that he causeth all. Now, I don't want to go into that word causeth, all right? Because ultimately, what he wants to do is, you know, get everybody, you know, with the MOTB in their armor, in their forehead, in their hand, or in their forehead, right? So I'm gonna read it from here, right? It says, "And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead." All right. So if we go into the word causeth, it's poeo maybe. Let's see what that sounds like. Poeo. Is he gonna play? Yeah.
Strong's G 4160. Poeo.
Yeah, there we go.
Poeo.
I was on point that time. All right. And so basically, he's got a bunch of leanings. Apparently, you know, it's quite a broad word. But the one that fits in this context, right, is, where's H here, right? It says to put one forth, to lead him out, to make one do something. Okay, so it's I is what I'm looking for, right? It says to make one do something, cause one to, right? He's gonna make you make a difficult decision. He's gonna put you in a point of difficulty that's straight. Okay, he's gonna put you at a point of difficulty, right? And he's gonna give you a difficult choice, all right? Which in the end, for the most people, is not gonna seem difficult in the end because he's gonna put that much pressure on you. And when you're sitting facing life and death, the decision becomes a lot easier because most people don't want to die. That's a certain no. They don't want to go that far with it, you know. So the decisions when he puts the pressure on, okay, this option that he's trying to offer you with the MOTB, with the you know the Ahmadinejad and all this kind of stuff, right? They're gonna seem more lucrative than the other choice, you know, than refusing him, because he's gonna make life so difficult, you know, that it's not worth it. You're gonna, you know, the majority of people on this planet are gonna say in their mind, it's not worth it. All right, it's not worth it. So they may as well comply. That's the decision that Esau's gonna bring to you, and this is why he's gonna cause you. He's gonna make one do something, because the hell he's gonna put on people, right? But for the Lord's elect, okay, it is worth it. It is worth, you know, going out on your shield, as a lot of these boxers like to say, in the ring, right? If it comes to that, you know, we're supposed to offer up our body as a living sacrifice, right? And if we die as martyrs, you know, in serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai, then so be it, because they did the same thing to our Lord, right? He died for what he believed in, right? He died for what he taught. The people hated him, right? And we're gonna be hated. We are hated, but we're gonna be hated even more, you know. But so for us, we know that Yahushua is returning, and the Lord is gonna deliver His elect. All right, so you know we know there's always the other option, and that other option is always going to be more lucrative than Esau's option. Lord willing, you know, if we had the faith to endure until the end, right? The option of siding with Yahushua and, you know, receiving death is a more lucrative option than what Esau's offering. All right, hands down. Okay, so we always know we have that option, where these people don't have faith and don't see that as a viable option because they don't believe. They don't believe in Yahweh Shai. They don't believe in the Lord returning to save his elect. They don't believe that, right? So they only believe in what they can see in front of them, and what they can see in front of them is Esau and his options, his limited options, right? Well, we see so much more. Okay, the greater option is the one that we, you know, these people can't see. Just like the scriptures say, you know, the things are not seen are greater than the things that are seen, or something to that effect. You know, something along those lines. I remember trying to find that scripture last time. I was having difficulty still, maybe with the wording, but you know, the things that you don't see, man. You know, that's what we're banking on. Okay, through faith, that there is a way out of this dilemma that we're all gonna face. You know, this time of trouble, as is spoken of in Daniel chapter 12. All right, so like I said, this is what Esau is doing right now. But I just want to grab this quickly in Sirach 12 and 17, right? It says, I'm going to start from verse 16. It says, an enemy speaking sweetly with his lips, but in his heart imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. So he's, you know, he's acting like he's doing this for the good of the people. So he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, he yet shall he undermine thee. All right. So, like I said, he's pretending to do all this stuff to help, you know, but ultimately he's you know, he's cornering the people. Okay, he's cornering them into a trap. All right, that's exactly what he's doing. All right, so I hope this is edifying, and you know, we'll see how this progresses, because we know it's going to get worse. But until then, until the next article comes up, on this thing, see how things go. But until then, I'll say shalom, man. See you on the next video.